Welcome to my students. In this session, I am going to discuss about the summary of addressing modes, okay, which will give the brief idea about all the addressing modes at once. Okay. Before going to that summary of addressing modes, just I will spend 1 minute on how the instruction will be. The instruction will have different parts. First one is opcode, followed by operands. Okay, this is the instruction format. Okay. Here in the summary, I have given the description of name of the addressing mode, then what will be the assembler syntax, then followed by what will be the address function. Address function means the effective address of the operand, the effective address of the operand. Another one is example instruction. That means example of that category of addressing mode instruction. Here in this table, we have total 12 addressing modes for which we will be dealt with the address syntax, addressing function, and example instruction. That means example of instruction of such type of addressing mode. Okay. Here, as we know that there are 12, the first addressing mode is implied addressing mode, the second one is immediate addressing mode, the third one is register addressing mode, the fourth one is absolute addressing mode, the fifth one is register indirect addressing mode, sixth one is memory indirect. Okay, these two are indirect addressing modes. One is registered indirect, another one is memory indirect. Then after this, index addressing mode. Again, in index, there are different categories. Index addressing mode, base with index and offset, relative. These four comes under index addressing mode only. There are four categories here: index, base with index and offset, relative addressing mode. These four comes under index addressing mode. Then auto increment addressing mode, then auto decrement addressing mode. The purpose of understanding these addressing modes is knowing how to retrieve the data for doing operations. As already explained, the instruction consists of opcode followed by operands. Okay, how to get those operands? Okay, is there what strategy you are going to use in a particular instruction will be explaining by this addressing modes. Basically, addressing modes means already we are familiar with addressing concept. Okay, basically address is used to identify a location or an object, or it may be a person, anything. Okay, suppose if you want to know the address, we are using pin code. Okay, by using pin code simply, okay, we know that which village it belongs to. Okay, or sometimes directly what it contains different codes. Okay, that 6-digit number again will be divided into one for state, next is for district, so like that. Okay, that will be like indexing type. Okay, okay, that is address. So how you are going to identify whether it may be data, or it may be an object, or it may be a village, or it may be an individual. Okay, that is what we call as the modes of addressing. Similarly, what you are going to use like modes of transport, okay, modes of payment, okay, modes of communication, modes of teaching, okay. All these are modes means different ways of addressing. That is the simple meaning. The meaning of this addressing modes is what are the different ways of addressing the data. That is the meaning of addressing modes, okay. So it explains which will be better and which will be typical. Based on that, we can able to understand which will be the easier one, easier in the sense in which strategy we are going to access the data fast, and which category we are going to access the data with a long time. That means more time and less time. In some of the strategies, we can able to access the data fast. In some of the cases, okay, in some of the cases, we require more time to access the data. Okay. Here in this case, as I listed, okay, in the first six, okay, they are in the order of uh, from low execution time to higher execution time. The first one is embedded addressing mode, which will take less time for execution. Then similarly, register addressing mode, okay. After that, first implied, then register, then immediate, then absolute, then register indirect, and memory indirect, okay. These are the ways, except these two, okay. First one implied, the second one is register, the third one is immediate, the fourth one is absolute, the fifth one is register indirect, okay. The sixth one anyway we may not use anywhere, okay. These are the order of execution speeds. That is, I'm talking about in general. I'm not talking about specific. If we want to talk about specific, we need to take a particular processor, then we need to discuss about it. Okay. General, we are talking about in general. General means majority of the cases, not all. Okay. In general means that, okay, it is valid in majority of the cases, not for all, 100%. Okay. That is, we call it as general. Here, first we'll discuss about the embedded addressing mode. In the embedded addressing mode, we'll have only opcode. There is no operands, which is called zero addressing instruction. So, which is fast to execute. That means the execution time will be less for embedded addressing mode instructions or zero address instructions. Here, the default operand will be an accumulator. The example of instruction will be set carry, clear accumulator. Like there are so many instructions are there, okay, where there is no operand. Only the opcode itself gives the meaning of it, and it applies on the accumulator, or it applies on flag register, etc. Set carry, or similarly clear accumulator. Okay, what clear accumulator, all those things. Here, whatever you are going to do, first you have to keep it in the accumulator, then you apply this bit. Immediate addressing mode. In the immediate addressing mode, in the instruction itself, we are giving the value. That is, here 100 is the value which you are going to supply in the instruction itself. Such type of instructions are called or comes under immediate addressing mode. Here, that means operand is the value here. This is also, it requires directly the data is available in the instructions. In the instruction, simply it has to be applied with other operand, then you can do the operation. Okay. One operand is direct, it is already available, and another operand is in register. Okay, you can apply the operation on these two. The third one is register addressing mode. In the register addressing mode, we are going to use the registers as operands. In the register addressing mode, we are going to use the register as operands. That is, the syntax will be RI, and the addressing function is, addressing function means the effective address. The effective address is nothing but the address where the data is available. That is called effective address. That means the address from which you will get the data. Okay. Here the example of register addressing mode is add R1 comma R0. R1 value, that means R1 contents, is to be added to R0 and the result is stored in R0. Then absolute addressing mode. In the absolute addressing mode, one of the operand will be a memory address. One of the operand will be a memory address. That means this here add 20000 comma R0. That means this 2000 is the address. Whereas here hash 100 is the data. Why? Because wherever you find hash, it means that it is data. Okay. If you don't find hash, it means that it is the address. Add 2000 comma R0. Add 2000 comma R0. That is the absolute addressing mode instruction example. Here the effective address is nothing but the location. What is the location? 2000 is the location. Okay. Then register indirect addressing mode. In the register indirect addressing mode, okay, whereas this address here we are given add 2000 comma R0. Okay, this 2000 address is to be stored in some register. It is called register indirect. That means here move, or simply you can again instead of move, I will write the same thing. Add R1 comma R0, where R1 is in parenthesis. R1 is in parenthesis. If any register or anything is in parenthesis, it means that it is the address. It contains the address, not the actual data. Here R1 contains the address. Here R1 contains the address. Suppose R1 contains 2000, R1 contains 2000. If you use this, add within the brackets R1 comma R0, that means first you refer R1, then you get the address from R1, that is like 2000. Then whatever is there in 2000 address, that will be added to R0. Okay, understand? That is the meaning of this. Okay. Here within the brackets R1 means R1 contains the address of the operand. R1 does not contain the operand. Whereas here in this case, in the register addressing mode, whereas R1 contains operand directly, R1 contains operand, that is the data. Whatever is there in R1, that is to be added to R0. Whereas here in this case, R1 contains the address of the data. So whatever is there in R1, you take it, then that is an address, you point that address and get the data. And that value is to be added to R0. That is the difference here between these two. You see the difference between these two. Add R1 comma R0 here, add within the brackets R1 comma R0. This is direct, this is indirect. Here R1 contains the address value, whereas here R1 contains the data. Data means one data. Two data elements are required to do the operation. Here one is in R0, another value address is in R1. Another data value address is in R1. That is the difference between these two. Okay. Then memory indirect. This generally we are not using anywhere. This memory indirect addressing mode. Why? Because it requires two memory references. Like here, like R1. Here R1 contains the address of the instruction. Whereas here in this case, a memory location 3000 contains the address of the data. 3000 doesn't contain the data. 3000 contains the address of the data. That means first you have to refer 3000, then you read that address, then you go to that address, you get the data. That is memory indirect. In this case, you require two memory references, so it takes long time to execute. So this addressing mode instruction may not be used in many of the processors because of longer execution time. Okay, this is an example of memory indirect addressing mode. Okay, here you see this in the absolute addressing mode, effective address is LOC, whereas here the effective address is nothing but within the brackets LOC. That means the effective address is nothing but it is available in the address LOC, whereas here the effective address is direct the LOC here, whereas here the effective address is available, okay, in the location LOC. Okay, this LOC contains the address. Okay, in that address, okay, you will get the effective address. Okay, you see the differences here. This is the first 6. Okay, out of these 6, the first 5 are important. Okay, the first 5 addressing modes are very important. Okay, the 6th generally we may not use anywhere, but we need to study it because it is a part of it. Then here, here there are 2 categories here. The first 4, that is index addressing mode, base with index, base with index and offset, and relative addressing mode. Okay, these 4 are related to index addressing mode, but actually we call these 3 are comes under index addressing mode. This is a different one. Okay, but it also use the same concept. Relative addressing mode also use the same concept like this. Okay, if you understand the index addressing mode properly, so all the 4, okay, here serial number 7, 8, and 9, 10, okay, all will be in the same manner. Here in the index addressing mode, okay, what we will do is, okay, the syntax is, assembly syntax is this. The effective address is, here there is a index register. Ri is the index register, X is the offset or displacement. Here the effective address is nothing but this X plus whatever the address is stored in that register Ri. Ri is within the brackets. The meaning of this is, this Ri contains the address. Okay, so whatever the Ri contains, that address plus X will give the effective address. After adding these 2, okay, with that effective address, you point the memory and get the operand. That is the meaning of that. Here, move 20, R1, R0. Okay, that is whatever is there, okay, in the location. Okay, whatever is there in the location, okay, that location is 20 plus whatever is there in R1. Suppose R1 has 100. If R1 has 100, 100 plus 20, that is 120. So this 120 location content is to be added to R0. That is the meaning of that. Okay, if R1 contains 100, okay, the effective address will be 100 plus 20. Here 20 is the displacement. So in 120, in 120, whatever is there, whatever the content, whatever the value is there, that is to be added to R0. That is to be moved to R0. That is to be moved to R0. This here the instruction is move. Move means this value is to be moved to this. This value means its value effective address is 20 plus, if R1 is 100, it is 120. Okay. This is index address mode. Similarly, base with index. In the case of base index, you will have 2 registers, Ri and Rj, where one is index, another one is base register. Ri is index, Rj is base register. Okay. The contents of both the registers are to be added. That is, the contents of Ri is an address, the contents of Rj is also an address. If you add those 2 addresses, you will get the effective address. Then that effective address, if you get the operand or to get the data, you point that effective address, that is memory location, you will get it. You will get the operand. Okay, that is one operand. Another operand is given is R0. Okay. This is an example of base with index addressing mode. The next one is base with index and offset addressing mode. This is given as the syntax is X of Ri, Rj. Here the effective address is the contents of Ri plus the contents of Rj plus this offset. Here the example is here 20, okay, R1, R2, where R1 is the index register, R2 is the base register. Whatever is there in R1 plus whatever is there in R2, okay, those R1, R2 contains the addresses. Those 2 addresses to be added plus 20 is to be added to that. Okay, that is called effective address. In that effective address, whatever the content is there, that to grab it or retrieve it, and that is moved to R0. Then relative addressing mode. In the case of relative addressing mode, the effective address is nothing but like your base with index. It is same. Okay, your index addressing mode. The index addressing mode and the relative addressing mode both are similar except the register here. Here the register is RI, here the register is PC. PC means program counter. Program counter is the CPU register which stores the address of the next instruction to be executed. Program counter is a CPU. Program counter is a special purpose CPU register. Special purpose CPU register means it has a significance. It has a special purpose. It has a particular purpose. Okay. The program counter is a CPU register, okay, which contains the address of the next instruction to be executed. Okay. That PC contains the address, okay, plus X. X is the displacement here. X is the displacement. Our displacement is nothing but relative. That means from the current address, okay, current address which will have, the PC will have the current address. From the current address, what will be the displacement? This displacement will be either positive or negative. That means if branch is greater than 0, example of the instruction is, if branch is greater, this is the condition. If this condition satisfies, then you go to loop. If this condition satisfies, if the condition branch greater than 0, that means if J and C, if there is a carry, or if A greater than B, like that. Okay, that is the condition. If the condition satisfies, you go to loop. That loop may be upper side of the current instruction, or it may be lower side of the current instruction. Okay, so that X may be either positive or negative, depends upon the label you are using. This is the label using loop. Okay, this loop is nothing but the current instruction address and, okay, the loop where you are giving the loop. Okay, the difference, the difference of locations between these two is nothing but X. Okay, the difference of the current location and the instruction which is labeled as loop, that means which is correct loop. Okay, wherever you write loop, that address and the current address, the difference is nothing but X here. Okay, this is relative addressing mode. Then auto increment. Here, this auto increment addressing mode is nothing but, here it is like post increment. So the effective address is RI. First use it. First use that address. That means whatever is there in RI, first use that address and get the operand first. Okay. Then increment the address. First get the operand with the current address. Current address is in RI. First get the operand with the current address, that is effective address here. Then increment the address. Here like this. Add R2 plus comma R0. Okay. The first take the value of R2. Okay. Take the value of R2. Take the value of R2. Here what R2 contains? R2 contains the address. Okay. R2 contains the address. This is an example of, if you don't put plus, okay, if you don't put plus, okay, it is a memory, it is a register indirect addressing mode. It is a register indirect addressing mode. It is a register indirect addressing mode. If you add plus, it becomes auto increment addressing mode. Okay. If you add plus, that means automatically it is incremented. Here incremental will be taking place only on the registers. It is only on the registers. Auto increment mode or auto decrement mode will be applied on the, here whatever you say, that is register indirect addressing mode instructions. Yeah. Add R2 plus comma R0. So R2 contains the address. Okay, whatever the address is there in R2, you go to that address and get the value. That value is to be added to R0 and the result is stored in R0. Then after that, what you will do? Then the R2 will be incremented. R2 means the address will be incremented. That means point the next value. Point the next value means, okay, after that location, suppose now R2 will have 1000. Okay, 1000 address content. That means whatever is there in the address 1000, is to be added to R naught. The result is stored in R naught first. Then what you will do in the next case? Okay, if it is an integer 1002, 1002 address, some data is there. That data you take it, then that is to be added to again R naught. Then the result is stored in R naught. Then if you continue that, then 1004 value in the memory is to be retrieved and is to be added to R naught. Again, the result is stored in R naught. That is like that. That is automatically the pointer or that address will be automatically incremented and get the data and do it. That is nothing but auto increment. The similar fashion it is auto decrement. Auto decrement means this is not post, this is pre-decrement. This is post increment. This is called post increment. Auto increment is nothing but post increment. Whereas here auto decrement is pre-decrement. Auto increment is post increment. Whereas auto decrement is pre-decrement. First decrement it, then use that address to get the data. First decrement it, then use that address after decrementing. After decrementing, what is the address you get it? That is nothing but the actual effective address. First decrement it, then get the data from that address and use it. That is the meaning of this. Here add minus of R2, R naught. This is an example of auto decrement addressing mode. These are the different addressing modes which you are going to use, okay, in majority of the processors. Okay. In addition to that, some more may be there, but they are not so important. Why? Because majority of the all this 12 will cover majority of the processors. Okay. All this 12 covers majority of the processor, addressing modes. Okay. Some processors may not have this 12. Okay. The out of this 12, some processors may have 5 only, or 6 only, or 7 only, or that depends. It will some may use some type of addressing modes. Okay, all this 12 need not be used by all the processors. Okay, some processors may use something. Something means out of 12, some may use only 6, some may use only 8. Okay, some may use beyond this. Some may use beyond this. That depends upon the design. Okay, is it clear? But majority in general, majority of the processors will use, okay, some of these 12, not all. Some of these, some not a SOME. Some of the out of these 12, some of the addressing modes will be used by different different processors. Okay, that's what I mean to say. This is called summary of addressing modes. Okay, I think this is the overall view of addressing modes. Okay, thank you one and all for listening the